Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to our channel. Sorry I had to take some time off from YouTube. I had some other stuff to do with the wife weddings, helping with the weddings. There was like 3 weddings going on, so I had to do a few things here, a few things there. If you guys follow my Instagram or see my YouTube community pictures, you see what I was doing. So yeah, I had to take some time off, help her with the business a little bit. But now I think I'm back. I'm still working crazy hours, so I'll try to do what I can with the hours that I have, more like with the minutes that I have. But today, here, let me show you what we're gonna do today. In this video, we're gonna do a few things. It's crazy windy, so sorry about that. But one of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust this muffler tip, and we're gonna see how we like it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and trim the exhaust that's inside, so that's not gonna be in the way. And then also some MPG testing, and then some 10 to 60, 30 to 70, and 50 to 70 pulls with the exhaust, and we'll see how that's gonna play out. I'm kind of curious if that's gonna be, if that's gonna actually improve anything. Because with the 5-inch exhaust, one thing with the 5-inch exhaust is you don't wanna put that on, because if the truck is stock, it's actually gonna take away some power from the truck, because the back pressure, there's actually no back pressure with the 5-inch exhaust. But if you do a 4-inch exhaust, that's actually what these stock trucks should actually use, a 4-inch exhaust. And honestly, the reason that I went with the 5-inch is because it just kind of sounds a little bit better than a 4-inch. I had a 4-inch before, and honestly, I liked it. But after hearing a few 5-inch exhausts, I decided to go ahead and just go with the 5-inch. If I lose a couple horsepower, no big deal. But I do love the sound. But with the 5-inch exhaust, you're gonna have room to grow. So if I do like a turbo wheel, injectors, and so on, and tune later on, that's obviously gonna benefit me in the long run, depending on what mods I go with. But honestly, 4-inch exhaust with a tune, even with injectors, I think that's plenty. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the tip how I like it, cut off that section that I don't need, and then we're gonna go do some testing. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, and the tip is done, and it's exactly where I want it. As you guys saw, I put tape on. After I put the tip on, kind of exactly where I want it, I put the tape on here. And then after I took the tip off, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because after this clamp squishes the tip on, it's kind of a pain in the butt to pull it off. I mean, it's a good thing. It's not going to fly off on the freeway, so that's good. And then from that tape, I added like 2-inch tape extra, and that's kind of where I cut the exhaust in here. So now it's perfect. Now there's about, I want to say, what, maybe 2 inches of, yeah, about 2 inches of pipe that's sitting inside. And you get the clamp that squishes it on there, so that's good to go. And yeah, it looks a little bit better without the pipe sticking all the way to the front here. Kind of makes the tip a little bit bigger. And honestly, yeah, that's pretty good now. I actually like it. I don't think I would want to go to anything bigger. I think 6-inch tip is just about right. With the 5-inch pipe, 6-inch tip, it's pretty perfect. Let's do a quick little startup and see how she sounds like. Well, I don't know if it sounds different, but it still sounds really good. All right, now let's go to the MPG part of this video and then the performance part of the video. Alright guys, now that exhaust is on, we're going to go ahead and do a 10 to 60, and then 30 to 70, and then the 50 to 70 pulls on the freeway. I usually don't get off work when the sun is out, but it's one of those days. I'm going to leave the windows open so we can hear the exhaust and enjoy that. Might get a little windy, we'll see, but hopefully we'll be able to see the dash with the sun as well. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, now let's do 30 to 70. Now we're going to do our 50 to 70 in 5th gear. And one more, we're going to do 50 to 70 in 6th gear. Alright, now I've got to get home, take a nap, and then we're going to recap. Yeah, this sun is just crazy. I hate driving into the sunset. It's horrible. I hate getting off work when it's sunrise. I like getting off work when it's still dark, but yeah. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, and I'm finally back and I'm finished with all the MPG testing and performance testing, and I was doing all this stuff while I was helping wife with the business, so the time that I was away from YouTube, it wasn't, you know, to waste. So let me show you what I got as far as the numbers goes, and we'll see what we have. So here's what we have with the test. Now let's go over the 5-inch exhaust. After I did the 5-inch exhaust, the weather got pretty hot. It was like 100 degrees and some days even like 105, 106. So, but I still ended up doing the test because I was driving back and forth to work. So that's the only time I was able to do the testing. But because the weather was hot and I was running the AC in the truck, I got 14.7 on one test and then 14.3 on another test. This was about 5 days worth of testing. I did about working back, and work again, and then reset everything, and then the same thing in a few days. So basically, I got 14.7 and 14.3 as my best results with a 5-inch straight pipe. And remember, it was 100 degrees. I was running AC, and also with the 5-inch exhaust, there's not that much pressure, so performance kind of goes down just a little bit on the low end. And I was driving pretty much the same way I was driving on other days. Now my best MPG with the stock exhaust is 16.1, and this was actually 60-degree weather. So maybe if it was like 60 degrees again and I did the test, maybe I would see 16 again, if not maybe even higher, I don't know. But because the weather changed so much, honestly, this testing is kind of going out the window as far as 5-inch exhaust testing goes. So I think it would be something that I would have to come back to in a few months when it's cool again. But I guess we're gonna have to see and wait and see what happens with that. So for now, the MPG tests really don't matter as far as comparing that to the colder weather MPGs. So we're gonna put this aside just for now. But let's go ahead and look at the performance-wise. And let me post this picture into the video and you guys can see and compare. Now, if you guys watched my previous videos, you saw these numbers where I did the AIH delete and the 6637 filter. But now let's compare my best numbers, which I got after I did the AIH delete, and then compare those to me adding the 5-inch exhaust pipe, and let's see what improvements we got. So from 10 to 60, we went from 11.11 to 10.89. From 30 to 70, we went from 11.97 to 11.45. In 5th gear, from 50 to 70, we went from 6.85 to 6.57. And then in 6th gear, from 50 to 70, we went from 10.74 to 10.46. So everything improved quite a bit, actually. All the performance levels from 10 to 60 to 30 to 70 and from 50 to 70 in both 5th and 6th gear. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with performance-wise. It's actually breathing a lot better when you actually put in your foot down, and the airflow, it flows a lot better out of the exhaust, obviously. But when you're normally driving, maybe there's not enough back pressure to improve the MPGs. Plus, like I said, 100 degrees, run AC, the filter is not getting cold air in. So yeah, that's another thing to consider. And that's why I want to actually return and do a stock 5-inch exhaust test when it's actually cold in a few months. So it sucks waiting, but it is what it is. So what's next for this girl? Well, next is we got this stealth module. It's something that I've been wanting to try for quite a bit, and it's an easy plug and play. Basically, there's nothing really required to do to the truck. Basically, plug it in and you have this little knob right here, and you go from stock to low, medium, high, and basically I want to see how that works out. I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. I want to do MPG testing, and then performance testing, 10 to 60, 30 to 70, and 50 to 70, all that stuff. So I want to see how this improves anything, MPG or performance, and see how that works out. So for this video, that'd be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient. Sorry I was away for a little bit, but I'll try to do my best and get more videos out. I got tons of videos for this truck, but so little time. I hope you guys understand. And once again, if you're new, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the comments, let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya!